All right, now look, we never finish nor we never enjoy it unless we hear the one about that one about down Penponds, down our own little village. Now Penponds is a little place about half a mile down through the field. Some handsome walk, yes, but there's there's normal cows and that in the field, and you've got to have a lantern to see you don't fall over nothing. These know what I mean. Anyway, he's some handsome little place down Penponds. Now, here's where we start. The story is called Penponds because he's all about Penponds. What say, says mother, shall us have a rail holiday and go down Penponds woods, pick primroses like everybody do Good Fridays? Oh, she said, I ain't been down there since we went there courted. That's enough about that, says Feather, all the time. That's enough about that. Mother, you know how women are, how they nag on to it, and they get their way that way. She said, I can remember how we sat on the bank and you held my hand. Feather said, better fit these hold the tongue. Mother kept on because she hadn't got her point yet. She said, do you remember how you helped me over the stream and tumbled in yourself? All right, says Feather, shut us up. I'll go. There won't be no peace nor quietness till I do. Then we got Richard Henry, who'd been arrogant. He said, Penponds go to down Claw. He was there winding up his top. No, says Feather, nor no pub now. How can they tell the time? Asked Richard Henry. Feather said they watched the trains go by. Mother said, I went stop here. And here he pews in Penponds. 'Cause I'd have called it some pretty little place, shops and all. Besides, I read in a book Richard the Feather used to live there. Come from Henry Druth, how do you read that? Oh, Feather said cheaper house, I suppose. Come us on if you're going. Come us on. Tidy up and get us ready. All right, says Mother, now she won her point. All right, I baked some pastas and we got a bottle of Herbert. We'll have some handsome time. Oh, says Mother, romancing a bit like she do. I did love the wildflowers in the woods. Boy, she said, Richard Henry, you must get out a great big basket, for we shall pick hundreds of primroses. I promised 5 or 6 people some now. Get the gate basket with a cover. Oh, Feather said you cannot have one. You can't have 'em. I got a hen selling them. Oh, says Mother, run see next door and see if you can borrow one. Tell Mrs. Fly by night, said Richard Henry. Yes, but don't call her that, mind. At last, all was ready. Richard Henry had to get stick to chase away any cows. Mother had a new hat, she made herself. Feather said there was more flowers up in that hat than was down chapel last harvest festival. Feather had the basket with a bottle of Herbert and the pastas, and off they started. Mother said, now there's a shop down there to sell some nice brandy balls. Now they're a good bit of nicey, and they're good for the wind. At last they got down to Penponds. Now we mustn't be late home, says Mother, or I shall be... Oh, she was shivering then. Oh, I shall be afraid to go back through they fields. I know the young woman once that went down Penpond to pick primroses, so she said. They stayed so late that she was afraid to go home. Oh, what did they do? Asked Richard Henry. Oh, he said, I don't know. They slept in the churchyard, I believe. Oh, plenty of company there, says Feather. Here, you take a basket, Richard Henry, while I light my pipe. And doesn't he shaking mine? Feather said, they were sitting down a minute, he said, I'll tell you someone. He said, I know a couple that went down Penponds, picked primroses. Well, says Mother, what about that? Well, he said, there was so many people down there, they had picked primroses. And Mother said, now look, that's enough of that. We don't want that. He said, we go on back for the basket. Or you want it? Ever is the matter with it? Richard Henry was walking on, believe me or no, and he was carrying the basket on top of his head. Like a little old stupid head he was, carrying it, and he tumbled over a stone, off went Herbert. Oh, Mother said, my passes are ruined. How didn't I carry myself? You gate bus ahead. For the Herbert was running down over Richard Henry. She said, I should think 'twas Good Friday. Well, I sat down again, says Feather. Yes, says Mother, my feet are aching. That's the old elastic side boots. Now, where's the basket? I don't know, said Richard Henry. Last we left up the shop where Mother brought her bandy balls. She talked like that, you know. He was going to county school. He said, you know, the shop was closed and we had go side door. Woman said she'd do more business that way. Well, says Feather, he's left him there, so goes on back for him. Richard Henry said, can't we have him when we go back? No, says Feather. Look, I'm starving now. I'm eating sour sobs. Off went Richard Henry. That boy, says Feather. That boy, I believe he was born forth and back. Mother said, don't you dare say anything against our boy. He said, he's your boy so much as mine, wiping her eyes. What do he mean, born forth and back? Well, says Feather, last night he put the candle in the bed and blowed himself out. Oh, Mother said, oh Lord, there he is, he's now coming. Where's the pastor, boy? Oh, woman said the neighbours' fowls at them. Feather said, good job I put one in my pocket, boy. Only now thought one, and here you have 'em, Richard Henry. I'll have a smoke. Richard Henry took the pasty, but was slowly eating them. What's the matter, says Mother, watching them. These not like mothers do. She said, aren't they hungry? He said, put any taters in them, did he? She said, mostly taters. Put any beef in them, did he? Oh, she said, not much. Put any fish in it, did he? Fish? She said, no, I did not. He said, you did. You did. I just found the backbone. Backbone? She said, let's see. Oh, she said, that's my comb. I wondered where he was. Can't see no primroses, said Richard Henry. Do they grow on trees? Oh, boy, they're going more daft than ever. Doesn't it be so silly? Grow on trees. Oh, boy said, I aren't sillier than you, 'cause I hear Feather say you to think money to grow on trees. Look us round, says Mother, and see if you and Feather can pick some primroses. We can't go home till we do, or what will all the neighbours say? They went on nothing about it, says Feather. They win. They win, says Mother. It's fine, they will. I wish I didn't tell that woman next door, but I suppose she'd know all the same. Off started Feather and Richard Henry. Not one could be seen, until at last Feather seed one hiding behind a bush of firs, down by Zambezi tin streams. Ah, says Feather, now that's a start, boy. And it was a finish, too. Feather tumbled over the hedge and scat his knee against a rock. Oh, my knee, and my leg. Oh, I've been broken. I know I have. And we're hundreds of miles from home. They crawled back to where Mother was lying down, sleeping like a top. Mother said, what did he wake me for? She'd always wake up Daisy. I had some handsome dream. I dreamt I was covered all over with primroses. Why, what's the matter, Feather? He was sitting there groaning and rubbing his tree, isn't he? Making the most of it, like men do. 'Tis time to go home, he said. It's coming on, it's coming rain, and get on as fast as we can. On they went, Feather leaning on Richard Henry's stick, and Mother holding his arm. They took 3 hours to get home, and they had rain all the way. Next day, Richard Henry had to go down again. They forgot the basket.